I was born in Big Stone Cree Nation, and then when I was about 15 or 16, I left home to work and pay for myself to go to school. My sister decided to come with me, and we went to school in Westlock. We found that the students weren't so friendly. There was lots of racism there. I always said, if I'm going to leave home, I'm going to get away from poverty like forever. There's no way anybody's going to stop me from having that. I graduated from this management course, and the instructor held me back a little bit to have a little discussion with me. And he said, well, who do you think you are? Do you see any Indians in this room, in this office? I thought, well, can't handle this. So I thought about it on the weekend, went back and decided to take it on and persevered. When I'm competing for a job, I have to ensure that I'm dressed just as well as anybody else, and I speak just as well as anybody else, and my accomplishments are better than anybody else. That's just the way it is. I started the Aboriginal Women's Professional Association in 2003. I found that there was a large number of gaps out there for Aboriginal women trying to improve themselves in education or in the work field. And by that I mean there are all kinds of programs out there if you're on welfare, or you have kids and you can't take care of yourself, or if you don't have a job. But there is no special programs for women that want to move up to the next ladder in the workplace or to higher education. So right now, that's what we do. We set up new programs for them to do mentoring for them, and also finding the sources of funding for them to achieve that status. The city is a glamorous place to them until they get to find out what's really there. And the situation is they start hanging out with the wrong groups of individuals. And then those people drag them down, or they just fall into those famous things of addictions. In my whole life, if I didn't have those people supporting me and encouraging me to do better or to keep going to school, I wouldn't be where I am. It hasn't been just from A to Z with no interference in between. There's been lots of downfalls, but I've overcome those obstacles. We have to, and we have to encourage our younger women to do that. The word Wachidawin in Cree means stewardship and responsibility for each other. Wachidawin should apply to everybody. It should apply to all communities working together, because it takes the whole community to achieve success for that one individual. I think we're all connected, and if we'd all work together, we wouldn't have the situation that we're in right now, where people fall through the cracks. Even though there are all these Aboriginal organizations, there's still a lot of work to be done in order for all of us to work together. I'm sure we all are trying to achieve the same results. However, we can't do that unless we talk to each other. Everybody should have the same hope and promise that I had. Anytime you hear an Aboriginal woman say, I come from an alcoholic family. Yeah, I came from an alcoholic family. I came through all those barriers, but I always seeked out people that were positive, that could help me out, that could help me see the way so that I can't trip over myself and get to the end of that journey in a positive way. Keep supporting, because without your support, we wouldn't be as successful as we are today, because we rely on support to make these people edge out of poverty into a successful relationship or successful workplace or anything they're trying to achieve. Just small steps help a person so much.